like a Clint.
That's
Yep.
Clint.
And the Hilda.
I like that. Okay, so at least with Clint, you can kind of stand your ground. But now you have somebody who can actively open up the map without you having to put yourself in danger. So you should be able to kind of see the engagements coming.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Clint can be a bit annoying to deal with when you have these dive heroes because of that second skill. He just suddenly locks you down. Generation that has already broken expectations by making it this far. They want to be able to bring it all the way. And already getting poked out heavily in that mid lane. Stormy loves this hero.
Yeah, no, it's really difficult. This is one of the few combinations that is just like, now what's lacking in Stormy's quote-unquote early game damage, Yums compensates for them while still providing enough peel to allow the butterfly stacks to max out. So it's just, what do? You just pray.
And Ziggy cannot walk up to help clear the wave, right? You have lantern stack, you get jumped on by the Hilda. It's a little wonder contest. The SRG not really prioritizing it. It's fine.
They are delaying him pretty long here. I don't think they'll be able to. Yeah, this makes sure that the mid lane still doesn't have control over the lane while maintaining protection over the top side of the map camps.
Oh, ZK.
Hold on.
Timing actually spots out a potential gank there. Snare 4-4 doing the same on the Stormy.
Beautiful.
So good exchange.
Ends up being a pretty solid trade of HP there for Team Vamos. Losing HP on your roamer. Very worth it trading for the mid lane, though it looks like Stormy is gonna stick around anyway. He is holding that Brave Smite, so he can still heal back up. Klokun gonna try and force him to go home.
Honestly, Klokun should walk up and try to die for this. And Stormy, he needs to know to back off. He knows that right now, Era 4-4 is currently on that purple buff and could jump at any time. So really risky stuff, but also trying to deny Stormy as much EXP as possible.
What I want to see now from Vamos as well is going to be a little bit more attention towards that EXP side. Looks like Sabat is currently out farming the waves, but once we see that level 4 come in, we know how quickly Paquito is able to clear. After this first turtle, Vamos might want to affect that side a little bit more to ensure that Sabat can be a bigger threat.
Then lane swap just to get the level 4 for their solo lane. The 0-4-4 is going to try and poke Yums out. Yums will slowly heal back up with the passive. And this delays enough time for the rest of SRG to start participating as well. Yumi is just going to jump arrow 4-4 and force him away. And he flickers to safety. Where's Mustafa? He does the same, but Cram again finds the knockout punch. And that's going to be Turtle and 2 kills for SRG.
Well, that's not good. That's basically the worst start you could have, and Nako is even going to have to flicker away. Meanwhile, RWM...
Come on, Dadko! Didn't want to. And Stormy
just aura farming.
Yeah, that one definitely was an ego check for sure. But this is probably the worst start that we're going to see coming in from Vamos there. Like Klokun alongside with Supad. I wanted to say that Supad was coming out of the lane even, but apparently he wasn't. He was able to get the river crabs though, which at least allowed him to hit level 4 in the mid lane.
An attempt onto Yum's life. They have enough. Yum's healing up with the passive, but the auto attacks more than enough. Arrow 4-4 gets a return.
At least they get something there, but Vamos definitely still behind because of this. The reason why Sapat wasn't even in lane is because they pulled him out of lane early. They actually gave a wave to Klokun to hit level 4 so that the Freya could join the fight first, but not sure if that's really the most worth it. You want Sapat to be present and relevant.
I think they should have regrouped afterwards, right? They were trying to hold too much ground with not enough manpower, and I think the logistic battle here is, more important than just making the right decisions.
That makes sense to me right now. SRG holding the majority of the draft votes, which I think we have to agree with. Like you guys already pointed out, easier to execute. Klokun had the flicker there. So SRG already positing around this top river, even with the turtle 30 seconds away.
You know who likes flickerless targets? Cram, man.
No, this is good from the side of Vamos right now. They're trying to read into the rotations of SRG. They're not wasting too much time of just responding to them. They're actually getting something back, and this is what I've wanted to see for a while now in the early game.
Air 4-4.
He might die.
He might die.
Oh, good block.
Body block it. It should be more than enough. But Cram, he's just gonna wail on Arrow 4-4. The cooldown comes back up on time. So Arrow gets out. ZK now arrives, but spotted out.
Okay, good job there of keeping composure and honestly playing with fire, but this is what...
Wrong direction. ZK, he might go down. There's a Sky Pierce on the innocent side. Gets his first stack.
Unlucky. Wasn't able to execute it in the right direction. Even so, this means that Selangor Red Giants will now start taking everything.
Starting with Yums just invading jungle, forcing out the early retreat just to secure the buff. This is going to be a free turtle for Skies, and we are looking at a very early lead with Cram picking up the killing spree.
Oh.
Another interception, and now a full-on dive from Flocko and NZK. Both are going to go down. The Valkyrie's Descent does join in. ZK does not escape from that, but Subpad and Nako try to find the return. Some guys backtrack with the Blaze Surge, and now they stagger Subpad. He cannot get close to Sky Prince. SRG finds 4 bodies.
Would it be a little early of me to say that this game might be over?
It's looking kind of doomed. I mean, look at this decision right here. Both Natco alongside with Saban decided, you know what? After losing 3 members, it's not enough. Let's throw 2 more bodies into the mix, right? And they wanted to get something back here. Unfortunately, SRG just played a little bit better, but they shouldn't have been here in the first place. Natco should have just stayed topside, and in this case, Subpot now has become this, unfortunately, the secondary win condition. He should have picked up the mid and bottom wave instead of joining the fight.
Yeah, Subpot's being heavily affected by losing 1 wave EXP early on for that first turtle, and then not really being able to translate it to anything. This is one of their main front lines. This is the Freya that was delaying fights for them in the previous game, and no longer is capable of doing so. A 4,000 gold lead for SRG in 6 minutes. And we already talked about how SRG is quite comfortable with being behind in gold. If they're ahead, it's even worse.
Yeah, they're not one of those few teams that you want to get this far ahead, but now that we're already here, it's just the reality they gotta live in. Right now, I think that Team Vamos just needs to minimize the bleeding, right? Make sure, just go back to farming those waves. Sure, you come in, you invade us, we can't get anything back, whatever. We can't do much about it. They're waiting for the upcoming Lord. These turtles are uncontestable, and people need items before they're relevant.
And the thing about playing a Harley when there's a Pac on the other side is that if he takes control of one lane, that's one side of the jungle inaccessible.
Uh-oh.
And Nako, I don't know how he can outplay this. I think he's guaranteed to die.
Yep.
He just has to die here. He just has to buy time, die, so the rest of the team might be able to get turtle or even getting bot side.
Dang, can I just say that 2 Sky Piercers on the SRG side? Innocent and Sakai. Cram is fine.
Cram already doing his job of delaying the turtle take. Vamos tried to see if they could go for a blitz, but the Paquito is already there. SRG is so ahead that they can afford to split their resources and still achieve multiple things on the map at once. This is where the Red Giants are strongest, and I don't see Vamos turning this.
It's hard. It's hard. Not especially when Yums is at this stage of the game where he is uncontested, unstoppable with Cram to fall back to. It's a recipe for disaster. We've seen this way too many times in way too many playoffs.
Look at where Cram is standing.
Uh-huh.
It's impossible to walk up.
Yeah, let's actually look at his build real quick. Let's see what he's opting to go for. Is he extra greedy this time? Nah, he's not extra greedy.
I think after all this, we can quite confidently say Paquito cannot be allowed through the draft. Unfortunately, the Freya is not working as a solution here. And Vamos is gonna need to learn that the hard way, because if they're not able to win this one, they will be 1 match off of losing that championship. Oh, the damage!
Support, please! Movement. We cannot be colliding into these walls, man. It's up or down, up or down.
I'll tell you the craziest thing. Vamos knows this feeling, this exact feeling. They get Paquito 4 games in a row and they clean swept the grand lower bracket finals. Here we are giving Paquito to SRG the 2nd time.
I mean, maybe they've learned something from this, but that is such a ridiculous lead to have as an EXP laner, right? 2 levels ahead. You're basically 2K. Like, Cram, do what you want, but nobody's gonna put you in cuffs at this point. Nobody can.
Even ZK was like, this guy's not worth kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kick him back, he's gonna kill my backline.
He actually will. This man is capable of 1v3, 1v4 quite comfortably at this point.
Oh.
And then you consider that his teammates have Sky Piercers with stacks.
Yep, they're gonna make an attempt in the mid lane. That's a kick on the Sakai's, but wow, Lord ZK, he is gone. The Patanako with the dive, you just hold the front here, comes Cram back in it again, and Sakai's walks away with another kill.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? We need to be going on the same targets, Vamos. Let's pull up the instant replay. We have one, because again, like ZK, he is getting good targets. Don't get me wrong, he is finding great targets. It's just that everybody has a different idea of where they need to be, and unfortunately, we need to kind of strip line it. You're not that guy yet. You're 7K down.
I for sure thought Sakai was dead.
Yeah, me too. As 100% a kill, that is 100% a shutdown. That would be a pretty nice goal swing for you. And Vamos just wasn't able to capitalize. I'm honestly really concerned at this point that they may be losing more composure than we had hoped for here in the grand finals. What do they need to do at this point?
I'm trying to think what is a viable solution. Stormy's kind of hard to catch at this stage, right? But arguably, I think they have to just kind of let...
Oh my goodness.
Good lord. That's the art of it. And return another king on the Crab. Crab is gonna die. Clockhood.
Oh my, he's not punished.
Crab is still alive.
Oh, this hero is busted.
They needed at least a 2-item Clockhood. Until that point, they just don't have enough damage to get through anybody here, and the fights just don't drag out long enough as well.
The Lord is still not here, but SRG might just give us the fastest game in the grand finals thus far. Arrow 4 for Nako. You gotta wait for Zeke, but Arrow is gonna get pulled back. That's gonna be used on top of him. Arrow is straight up dead. Zeke back in action with Nako. Cram zoning all of them out. And that's 2 inhibs gone for Vamos. The third one destined to fall. And it seems like defeat is an inevitability at this point. Sapat with a dive in. Where did his elbow?
Oh,
good. Nice Sapat. Monster kill for the Flynn. Another lift off Clockhood. Doesn't do any impact. Nako gets a shutdown, but it's a bit too late. Selangor Red Giants now 3-0.